I'm Morgan, and today I want to talk about how I love the way that the female characters in 60 Seconds are depicted. So 60 Seconds is a sort of post-apocalyptic survival game where you follow along with a family of up to 4 people who are trying to survive long enough to be rescued from their fallout shelter, where they've been surviving since a nuclear blast. And I watched Insym play it because that's actually how I found out about it, because I do watch a lot of Insym's stuff. But I love the way that the female characters are portrayed in this game because they are capable. They definitely are capable characters. Okay, I'd say Dolores is a very capable character, and Mary Jane, she's still she'd be considered a teenager, and so she is a bit less capable than Dolores, but she's still you can send her out on expeditions into a post-apocalyptic wasteland and she'll sometimes survive, which I think is that's really cool. She's written to be at least somewhat capable. And another thing that I really love about these characters is that they don't look like Hollywood perfect. Because the thing is, they are in a post-apocalyptic scenario. They don't really have access to running water and soap. So I love the fact that the characters aren't created to be super ultra conventionally attractive. I love the fact that they show things I guess I'd say stains on their clothing, minor tears on their clothing, really disheveled hair, and sometimes their complexion looks a little bit they're exhausted. There's something about them that tends to look exhausted and just not glowing or whatever. And it's there are even times that the characters have snot running out of their noses, and it's this is such wonderful representation, because I feel so often women in media are portrayed to be even in situations where it's okay, y'all would probably not look this put together, are portrayed to look very put together and kind of for almost a male gaze. And so I love the fact that the women just look human. They look like people who would actually be suffering in a fallout shelter. And so I think that's just really, really amazing. And I also love how Mary Jane is she's a plus-sized character. And I feel there aren't enough plus-sized characters in media, especially I'd say almost even in the horror genre, especially a lot of times characters tend to be a bit on the slim or athletic side. And so it's really awesome to see a character in a post-apocalyptic game being a bit on the chubby side. It's just, that's amazing. I feel I don't feel there were enough characters with diverse body shapes and sizes when I was young. So I really think that Mary Jane is it's so awesome to see a character who is not super skinny. It's just awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, I wanted to talk about how I really love the way that women are represented in this game, because it's they do realistically look like people who would be surviving in a really terrible situation. And I love how even though that's a very difficult situation to be going through, it's they're shown to still be capable. Even if both of the male characters die, it is still possible for a woman to win the game on her own. So I think that's cool. It's also shows that hey, women can do things that men can do. And I think it's really awesome in that respect, especially considering the fact that this is kind of set in I would describe it as maybe a 50s or 60s era. It kind of has a very Cold War era vibe to it. So I think that's especially revolutionary given the time period that this game is theoretically set in. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about how I love the way that the women are depicted in 60 Seconds. And I hope you have a great day.